line, secondary, linebackers, special teams, kickers. I know we taking the L on the kicker. Elliott is
Oh
unreliable. I
man,
mean,
nah, yeah,
I
he.
mean,
Oh
Bunker's
man, this
been money
year,
in the playoffs.
Jake Elliott
So,
was until this year. I don't know
yeah.
what happened with him. Like that mental thing we were talking about.
it's psychological, man. You can be
That,
great, but
yes, he can't.
yeah.
He been
But
struggling all year, man. It's terrible, bro.
this might be his last year,
Yeah, I hope
especially
it
if he
is.
misses one when it counts in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he missed one. I think he missed one or two last week.
He missed his
Then
field goal last week.
the week
Yeah, I
before,
think it was
I think he
I think
got
it was a
all his
field goal
field
miss.
goals, and then I think that 1 week before
But
he
we're
got all his
undefeated
field
when he
goals.
misses an extra point.
When he
Right.
misses,
Yeah, how about that?
wow. That's weird.
That's a
Yeah,
weird stat.
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
welcome. That was free.
Yeah. Mm.
But if you look at the two teams, though, you got
Yeah.
Andy Reid and Nick Sirianni. From
Yeah.
the coaching level,
Eddie
I
Reed's
mean,
definitely, and Spags as a defensive coordinator. I think they have a pretty big advantage in that regard. But I mean, Sirianni and your squad's been in 2 Super Bowls, so
as much as
how can you
as
knock
much as
that?
your team, your other team. Sorry, since you're bipolar with your
Not
teams.
bipolar, man.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just got 2
It's
kids, man. I
bipolar. Yeah,
got
it
2
is. It's
kids.
definitely bipolar. But when you acknowledge your actual team versus your supposed team, whoever's doing good in the moment, when you talk about Dallas, every Dallas fan that I say, "Oh, good luck with Kellen Moore. Good luck with Kellen Moore." And then
Yeah.
y'all were interviewing the boy for your head coaching position,
Yeah, I don't know
and
what to
then
say
went
to
with
that. Like, Schottenheimer. Hey man, what's crazy? The other guy. So we had 2 out. Adam Coleman and my guy Adam Bowers. I was trying to get him on the show too. Adam actually was the man. There was like an all-star game that he was involved in, like in high school, and Brian Schottenheimer was his quarterback for that particular game. And then Schottenheimer was actually a basketball teammate with a good friend of mine I went to college with. So I mean, and Sean, obviously his dad was a great coach in Kansas City.
no
Even though
doubt.
he could, but let's see what he does. I
And
don't know.
and
It's
he
not
did
about
win the
Schottenheimer this week.
championship with the Virginia Destroyers.
Did he?
Yeah, they
Marty
won that
did?
league they had.
Yeah,
That
I
was
remember
coming down
that.
at the Virginia Beach
Yeah.
Sports Tech or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, they won.
He won that?
Yeah, he won that. I mean,
Okay. Okay. Well, I
he probably
mean,
won the championship.
but this is not about my Dallas Cowboy fandom today, man. Obviously, I don't have any Dallas Cowboy stuff on. That's in
Yeah.
the closet for right now because, hey, they're not
Because you
playing.
are a
No,
football chameleon.
they're
That's
not
the problem.
playing, man. Their season is over. That stuff is in the closet. It's over, man. It's over.
Who has
Dallas?
2 teams?
I'm not a Dallas fan. You can't see my hat.
Man, I love the Cowboys, man. I love the Chiefs too, man. So,
Yeah,
but
but obviously,
I
I
will
think
say
that
this.
there's
I was
definitely a lead to the Chiefs in the coaching position, right? I mean, they have that.
Getting back to that, yeah. Mhm.
I definitely think that there's a range that they have, and they definitely have an advantage there.
Yeah.
They showed that 2 Super Bowls ago, and that helped. That definitely helped. In the quarterback position, Pat Mahomes, he's better. I think his growing up and all his playing baseball and all the things that he saw and did playing baseball, things that he's doing with sidearm passes and shovels and all those things, those are things that when I see that, I'm like, oh, he's a baseball player.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that
He's
makes
a
sense.
shortstop. Yeah.
It benefits him tremendously in the
Wow.
game. And so I think that makes a lot of sense. So I definitely think there's an advantage there. Kickers, we already established. It doesn't take much to have an advantage over what we're working with right now. I mean, you might as well run you the catastrophe out there to kick field goals.
You guys have an advantage maybe at receiver. I mean, you got Brown, you have Smith. Yeah, you have
Brown,
maybe an
Smith,
advantage, but I mean we have
Goddard at tight end. I don't think we have an advantage,
Kelce.
but he's good. Kelce is obviously
one of the greatest.
top in the league, one of the best all time.
Yeah.
And Goddard, I
mean,
think, is too young to be able to even really consider there. So,
oh yeah,
you guys
yeah.
will be
No,
winning tight end.
he's still really good, man.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah,
there is
receiver, we have a bunch of old guys other than Worthy, Xavier Worthy.
there's an awkward factor. Man, you got the Swift, you got this Taylor Swift, but then you got Donald Trump there too. So that's a little awkward right there. Did you know Donald
Oh,
Trump
is
was
he
coming?
rooting for the Chiefs?
Is he?
I don't
Is
know
he?
who he's rooting for because he don't like Taylor Swift. So I don't know. I don't know who he's rooting for.
I don't either.
He's just
I don't
going
know
to
if I
be
even
cool.
want him to root for
I
us
don't really
because
care either.
yeah, I know.
I don't care either.
I don't know who
Like,
you're rooting for. I have no
We're gonna
idea.
set that aside for now.
Yeah.
way off. We put it way off the grid, man, right now. Toss that aside, man. But for the record, Katas and I were talking earlier. For the record, Taylor Swift was not dating Taylor Swift at the time that we beat y'all last time. Just for the record. We didn't even know
I
he
know
liked
that.
white girls, right? We had no idea. We had no idea.
Yeah.
No, because his fade was nice back then.
What's that?
Oh yeah, he was. Yeah,
His
what
fade
happened
was
to
real
him?
nice back then.
Oh yeah, real crispy.
Oh man, that
Real
thing.
crispy.
And the crazy thing is like I heard a story like guys are going to the bar and be like, "Hey, let me get that Travis Kelce fade."
Like
Oh
he
my
invented the
God.
fade. Right.
Crazy.
Anyways,
Yeah.
we'll leave that alone for now.
Yeah. I bet defense, man. You guys are solid on the defensive end. Obviously,
I do think we have an
there you
advantage
one
on
overall.
defense.
The Chiefs are good at obviously they have maybe the best lineman in the league. Chris Jones might be the best lineman.
Offensive line?
I'm talking about defense. Chris Jones being on the defensive line. Offensive line, though.
I know Chris
That's where
Jones is good, but you
that's where
telling
the-
me
the
he's better than
offensive line is
Jalen
a
Carter?
struggle. Huh?
He's better than Jalen Carter?
Probably.
You can agree that our offensive line has been struggling all freaking year, man.
For the Chiefs? Yeah. The
No,
Chiefs?
the Eagles.
Oh. The offensive line for the Chiefs has
We've been
definitely.
getting we get blitzed back to back to back. How many times my man been
So I
sacked?
honestly think some of that might be a learning curve. Like, and it probably sounds crazy for me to say that, but I wonder if some of that might be a learning curve with, Kelce not there and having a new guy in at center and trying to learn the reads and making the adjustments for who's going to take what.
Mhm.
And then also having a constant rotation of new offensive coordinators in is creating struggles potentially for the offensive line. Although I think
Because
they're
they have to understand scheme and all that kind of stuff.
right.
Yeah.
Saquon's not going to be doing what he's been doing without a solid offensive line. There's a reason he left New York, right? He was already good. Everybody knew he was good, but all of a sudden he comes to Philly and he's potential MVP of the league.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, there's something to that. I don't think you can say the Eagles' O-line is, middle of the pack. I think there's a really solid offensive line. It's a very good offensive line.
We had some communication issues.
Huh?
We had some communication issues last week, though. That was crazy.
And if I expect it the way I do, Kansas City will hone in on that, and they will take advantage of that. And it's going to be up to Hurts to manage the game well, not make mistakes, and not take too many sacks, but definitely not have any turnovers.
Right.
Now
I will say this last game, that's the best I've seen him keep from being sacked because he was getting rid of that ball a lot quicker than usual. He be like waiting too daggone long. It's ridiculous sometimes, man. Like, let it go.
My wife's looking at the screen saying the same thing. Just get rid of what is he doing?
Exactly.
I love it.
All right, shout out to my guy Michael checking in, man. Just had to shout him out real quick. Yeah, man, I'm excited, fellas, man. I don't know if I'll talk to y'all until after the Super Bowl, but I would say good luck, but I don't want to wish y'all good luck.
Did you see the footage of the players and somebody asked them, "Hey, who would you jersey swap from the other team?" There was like several Kansas City guys who were like, "What? Jersey swap? I ain't trying to jersey swap with them. I don't like them. Nah, I don't want to jersey swap with anybody. And I was like, okay, all right.
Hey, man, they're the villains, man. Like, it's crazy. Like, it was what, 6 years ago when people were rooting for him, hoping Andy Reid gets his first title. Even people in Philly rooting for him.
I was.
Now they the villain.
Yeah, they the villain. They are.
They the
They
villain.
the Patriots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. I like it, though.
New Steelers.
I like it. I love it.
As a Yankees fan, I understand and appreciate your team winning back to back and winning a whole bunch, and you really enjoy it.
Yeah.
I can't but I'm out on Kansas City on this one. Nope. Nope.
You know how I feel about the Yankees
talent
too,
Pat Mahomes.
Man, so.
He is a phenomenal athlete. He kind of has that Luka physique.
What they call that dad bod or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like that father figure. You know, but I can't. There's no way. No way. Yeah, I don't even care about the history aspect of it. Bump history. Who cares?
Yeah, man. Well, hey, your final prediction. Katash, you really serious that you think Philly's going to beat Kansas City by 25? Is that your last
but I
prediction?
think it's going to be a high-scoring game.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I think the Eagles are going to win probably – I wouldn't say 3 because that's – 3 is sound crazy because, yeah, they lost by field goal. I don't see that happening with them. But I think if I had to predict, I have to give it the Eagles by 9 or something like that, man.
All right, so what's your final score? Because we're gonna end with this. What's your final score?
All right, so let me see here. I gotta do some calculations. All right, they probably gonna get a I ain't gonna get an 8. They're gonna get an 8 jump, get an 8-point jank. They're gonna get 2 7 janks. So what's 8 plus 7 plus 7? 14 plus 8 is what? 20. I don't know what the heck. 34, I think it's 34. And then they're gonna miss one extra point. So add another 6 to that. So what we got? 40.
I mean
40 to 21. Hey, not me, sorry.
Is he adding these right, Professor?
His math is not mathing right now. Stick to the comedy because the math ain't mathing. As long as your comedy releases the math in your pocket, I'm good with that. But I don't know if I want you to.
Hey, look, man, that's the clip that has to go viral, right?
I don't want you doing my taxes.
I'll do it with ChatGPT. How about that one?
So, Brian, what you got, man? Since we have an inconclusive score with Katash,
we gonna win by 9. Whatever it is.
We gonna win by 9.
By 9.
193.
What's that?
No, I think it's gonna be somewhat close to what it was a couple years ago.
That was a good game.
If I have to pick a score, and I hadn't really planned to think about that yet, I was probably waiting a little closer to game time to give an actual. But I think I'll go Eagles 37-33. But I think that the referees will make it closer, and I wouldn't be surprised at all if the Chiefs win by like 2.
There you go, the refs. We're gonna start the show with conspiracy, end the show with conspiracy.
I'm not gonna speak into existence. The devil's a lie. I'm not gonna speak into existence. The devil's a lie. We're gonna mount up like
the devil was black and white in the uniforms on Sunday.
Hey, look, 33-28 Chiefs. I'll just say that.
23-28?
33-28.
That's a reasonable score. I wouldn't be surprised at that.
Chiefs.
Yeah.
That's what
I could see that. I could see that. I think it's going to come down to turnover margin.
Yeah.
And how well Hurts plays. We know
he played great last Super Bowl.
Right, he did. Yeah, he did. Great. And he played great last weekend.
Better than Mahomes.
If the referees have their thing, of course we know that we talked about that, but if Hurts plays as good as he did last week, and the Eagles can force a couple turnovers that they can gain possession of, not just knocking the ball out of somebody's hand, Eagles win.
Well, I think
they're going to do that. I think they're going to call some turnovers, and I don't think they're going to get no turnovers. Not like interception type turnover. I don't think that's going to happen.
Hey, look, if y'all remember, really the tide that turned the last Super Bowl was
Hurts fumble.
Hurts fumble.
That hurt us.
Yep. The scoop and score.
As
Yeah.
soon as it happened, I looked at my wife's cousin sitting over here to my left, and I said, "That's the game right there." I said, "Watch at the end of the game, that will be the difference." And it 100% was. Every ounce of that was.
It was because y'all were pretty much dominating at that point.
Yeah.
They just brought us back in right there.
Well, but not just that, but then the lack of adjustment on the defensive end of allowing you guys to run a play to the right side of the field, and then like next time or time after that, but later in the game, not too far after that, if I remember correctly, running the same exact play to the left side of the field.
Oh yeah.
Like, how are you not making an adjustment to that?
You talking about the goal line, the
touchdown?
Yep.
Yep. And I think the difference for me is our defensive coordinator is a different level. He's a different caliber of defensive coordinator than what we have, than what we had a couple years ago. You know, no knock on anybody. When you're in leadership and you lead an organization, you have to make last second changes or make quick decisions.
Yeah,
those things matter. And when it's high stakes and all this money's there and people are betting crazy money, like we know when it's high stakes, it really matters.
Right.
But at the end of the day, I do think we definitely leveled up. And I was surprised to hear, but very pleased to hear that Kellen Moore made some adjustments in meeting at the bye week. And if Kellen Moore and Jalen Hurts didn't get together and work that stuff out, we would not be where we are. So, kudos to the organization and Kellen Moore making the changes and him and Jalen Hurts working it out, and the rest of the guys. Whether you reading a book on the sidelines, giving you inner tranquility or whatever it was, like, hey,
AJ Brown,
knock yourself out. AJ Brown, that man made some money off AJ Brown. You hear me?
He did. I heard about that.
Got paid unintentionally.
He was like at the bottom of the, like, he was like nobody paid attention to him, right? Like that book went nowhere until
in that book. Did you see it? Like, it's all kinds of highlights all over that book.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like, it's just going to take a lot to be a really good Kansas City Chiefs team.
And refs.
Man, get out
I thought that was just a part of the team. I'm sorry.
I did too.
Oh my God, that's hilarious, man. Hey, it comes with the territory, You play close games like that, it comes with it, and you
I
win.
just hope that Triple H did a good job writing this script, and it's in our favor this time. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Well, hey, fellas, man, appreciate y'all stopping in, hanging out. We'll see what happens.
We'll see, man.
Well, for those watching, you'll be able to tell who won by who doesn't get invited back to the podcast.
True.
Man, y'all lucky I like y'all, man, for real.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Thanks for watching Off the Grid, y'all. Peace.
Peace.